Hello everyone, I'm LazyFire, and today we're starting the Let's Get Better at Playing series with Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy is a 2D side-scrolling roguelike that has you exploring an ever-changing castle, searching for 4 bosses in order to unlock the giant golden door in the first room of the castle. Along the way, you'll pick up new armor and weapons as well as runes that give you different abilities. You'll also die. You'll die a lot. Death is actually one of the main features of this game. With each death, you're asked to select a new heir who will take up your cause. Each heir fits into a class with their own special abilities, along with benefits and drawbacks. Each heir can be further blessed or cursed with traits that can be beneficial, like OCD, that will fill up your MP bar for each object broken, or traits that can add to the difficulty, like the Vertigo trait, which flips the world while maintaining the normal controls. Once you've selected your heir, you're tasked with building your manor, which will confer bonuses on each heir from then on, and unlock classes and upgrade existing ones. Between the heirs, manor building, equipment, and runes, it's easy for new players to feel a bit lost. You can brute force the game, but why do that when you can get help from this thread? Participation is simple. Start a new game in the options menu, and do the first run in at least one heir. Post a video or screenshots of the run, or even just tell us about it, and explain what you need help with, be it strategy against enemy types, upgrade paths, weapons, or armor selection, or any other questions you may have. The thread will offer advice to you based on what you're looking for, and you put the thread's plan into action. In the next video, screenshot, or just text update, show us how you implemented the thread's ideas and the results. We'll begin the cycle again. Now with that out of the way, let's play Rogue Legacy. And with that, we've started Rogue Legacy. Yes, you don't get to choose your heir the first time through, you just have to go into the castle. So, you've got a knight class first time through. It doesn't have any abilities, it's kind of your basic class. I've noticed that this class actually kind of disappears towards mid-game when you start unlocking different things. Here's our journal entries. I am actually going to kind of go through these pretty quickly. I don't really intend on these making a major focus in the game. Of course, as people play this and try to get better at the game, we will, expect them not to really bother with that. It's all about just improving at the game, not about the major story of it. Right now, I'm in a pretty weird place where I can't really reliably do this section, but we're going to try it anyways. Jeez. No! Those fire guys will give you problems first time through. Right now, I am focused on mainly collecting gold and not much else. With a character as low-leveled as the one I have right now, and gold being the only way to level up, it's very important the first couple runs where you just focus on breaking as much stuff as you can and getting as much money out of it as possible. And I would suggest everyone trying to do that their first time through. We've actually found our first warp room. We can go right back to the beginning of the level. That's, or the game, that's about it. So we're actually going to ignore that and go down this path here. It's not a bad room. I'm going to make litigious use of the downstab against enemies like this, especially. Alright, and we've got our first blueprint for the Blood Sword. The Blood Sword should be a level 3 unlock, so that means it's going to have some drawbacks in addition to the benefits it offers us. Oh, fuck me. Alright, we're going to stay out of that room. There's something early on in the game when you don't have any runes and you don't have any sort of oh shit, you don't have really a lot of defense or anything like that. There are certain rooms that you look at, you know, are going to just destroy you, and that was one of them. Actually, this room was one too. Oh, and these are nice little things. You'll see on the map here, it's got a question mark in it. These are actually explanations. Yes, okay. It's an explanation of a game that Cellar Door had worked on previously. And you'll find these scattered throughout. I think all of their games actually show up in these portraits at one point. Yep. It's interesting to see these. I mean, it's not a... Cellar Door wasn't a really well-known company. This game got onto Steam through Greenlight. So I think it was just, they made a really great YouTube video advertising the game, and it's Greenlight, fuck me, the Greenlight release. And now we've seen the death animation. So this means we get to see the build-up, or the air choosing method. Vertigo, okay, no. So let's talk a little bit about your different disabilities or traits as they are. Now the Knave class, each class, you see you have your knights, but you're going to have Knave class, you're going to have the Barbarian. This is actually the exact same role I got last time. But there's multiple classes, and you can upgrade each class in one way to give it a special ability or two. And right now I'm looking at these things. The Barbarian with the Endomorph trait, it makes it a little larger, which means I get worried about getting hit by things. Vertigo is really weird to play with. I suggest that only if you're looking for a challenge run. And actually, you know, Sir Fleming here with the IBS, which is just it's a fun little thing. It doesn't really do anything to your character. But the one thing we really like here is the PAD trait, which means that if I step on spikes that would normally emerge from the floor, I'll be fine. Which means I'm taking Sir Fleming here. And now we have our castle building screen. We're going to unlock the smith. And when we have the smith unlocked, we can actually get a few other things. But we're going to put one into everything right now. We have 60 gold. We don't have enough to upgrade the knight, but we can talk to the smith now. Right, he's just telling us to bring him stuff. Now you can see that we can unlock swords. And like I said, you can see the blood sword knocks our total health down by 30 points, ups our damage by only 9, and weighs 35 pounds. Whereas our squire sword, which we can't afford as well, would actually take us up to 7 damage higher and just add 15 weight. So the third row is really not great for us. What we're going to focus on is getting that first row and second row filled in for the most part. And here's Charon. Yep. And that's kind of how the game keeps you from just doing a bunch of small runs. You know, you can come in here and get a couple coin pouches in this first room and die. You can't leave the castle once you get in here, by the way. So don't worry about that too much. But Charon is how the game keeps you from just trying to cheese it. You can actually... Ugh, wow, that was a dumb move on my part. You can fuck. Okay. You can actually get a trait or an ability to not pay Charon as much money. And that's actually pretty helpful by the mid-game when you need 10,000 coins for an upgrade or something like that. Okay. Without a double jump and with... fuck me. Without a double jump or a... Wow. I forgot how bad I am at the early game in this game. Without a double jump or dash, I get really bad because I relied on those so heavily. Now, you'll see that we have a couple different traits here, EDS and Corpolia. We're actually going to go with the Barbarian here and just show that off, and that'll be the last one of this video. We have 130 coins, and because we have no other way to go, we are going to go ahead and spend those on some upgrades. Yeah, we need 90 gold for that. And we still haven't gone through everything he can show us. Okay. So as you can see, all the parts of your armor, you can upgrade those and get your sword upgraded. You can also add runes to those, and I haven't unlocked the fortune teller that can do that. So, we're just going to make another quick run into the castle, hopefully get enough money to upgrade a little bit, and continue on. I am so very used to having a character that can one-hit these things that it's just getting ridiculous. I'm suddenly regretting going ahead and changing that out. I'm trying to do a very specific thing here and show that off. It's a little skill you'll get if you swing at this guy and then run away. I wasn't getting it to work correctly, but if you swing and run away... Okay, maybe it doesn't work on every character or something. When you have a faster character, I should say, if you swing at something and then start walking away from it, your guy will swing and walk backward at the same time. But it seems that right now it's swinging and then turning, which is very bizarre to me. Alright, a fairy chest. Not hard. Fairy chests will generally contain some sort of rune, which we can't use right now. Fairy chests, each room has a different requirement to open the chest. Sometimes it's kill all the enemies. Sometimes it's simply a get to me in 5 seconds like that room was, or take no damage. Yep. This is going to be the Prince's Journal. If you feel the need to watch this, go ahead and pause it. It's not overly entertaining or important yet. The journal gets interesting. The prince that we're following there goes through... Oh, God damn it. You'll notice there's knockback in this game. There is some... you'll get knocked back as well as the enemies. Oh, damn it. Okay. So it's important to know exactly how much knockback you can rely on in this game. Anyways, those journals get interesting because the prince will have different inputs on different areas of the castle that might help you out slightly. They're never going to be major helps. Alright. These star guys are major annoyances, especially early in the game, because they fire pretty quickly, and they take about 2 shots to kill before you get any upgrades. So you have to be very careful. And this is actually a pathway into the darkness below. Let's show that real quick. Nope. Not going to do that. Let's show this off. You can warp back to the start. I don't think that's necessary. We have plenty of ways to go from the room prior to this. What I'm really hoping is to get some decent runes on the sword, or decent runes overall, pretty quickly, and not have to worry about single jumps and hitting things reliably. And it looks like there's a fairy chest. You can see this dark area there on the wall. That means that only someone with dwarfism can go through there. If you wanted to get that fairy chest badly and you had a certain character unlocked by now, the architect could lock down the castle for you, and you could go back through and test yourself against bosses, but it would cost you. And then, of course, you'd have to pay Charon. So, either way, you're paying money to go back into this castle, no matter what. Oh, Jesus. These flame guys early in the game, like I said before, are major annoyances and could be a real problem for new players. These paintings, if you're dumb like I did there, just drop down, they can kill you pretty quickly as well. Alright. Let's get out of this room. Or not. There we are. We can't get that fairy chest, so we're going to leave that alone. And there is quite a bit of backtracking like you're seeing here in this game. It's not uncommon to have to go a few rooms backwards just to really progress forward. Using the map like I do is actually very well suggested because it just gives you a good idea of where the layout is of everything. And it can give you a good idea of where your secret areas are going to be. No. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know if I can do this one easily. Okay. Alright. Shoot. Okay. There we go. And that's how you handle those rooms. The thing about this game, and I think most roguelikes in general, is that one bad room can really fuck you up. Yeah, okay. Nope. These enemies will not retain the damage I dealt to them when I come back into the room. And you can see there, that guy had a bit of an advantage on me there. He could actually hit me through the wall slightly. You can hit these guys through the wall as well, so don't feel too bad about them. It's a good plan to actually, if you can, find some thin wall that you can hit somebody through and use that to destroy them. Ugh. With these spikes, I'm a little concerned. These platforms don't stay open very long. Oh, wow. I'm impressed with myself now, but unfortunately I can't stay in that room. Well, this will be the end of me. Yep, there it goes. But that's Rogue Legacy, and I'm hoping people really are looking forward to playing this. We hope people are looking to get better at it. I know I still have to get better at it, apparently. But thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you're ready to participate in this one. Let's see what class I'm going to pick next time. Let's go with the dwarf.